all that fiber gets in there.
True.
And the
Disgusting.
I had to, man.
Not only did I have to witness that game last night, now I have had to start my morning with you talking about your two.
I watched the game though. I watched it when I got home on the listen.
How
to
long
you.
did you stay?
I stayed till it was well in hand. So I kept it tight till about midway, close to the end of the third quarter.
Oh, that's impressive.
I kept it tight.
I think any
Kept it
Grizzlies
clinched.
fan who made it to the end of the third quarter last night deserves a gold star.
I kept it clinched for as long as I could. It's like, we're gonna have a situation here. And
Not a situation.
when I'm at work, like I want to go, listen, can we do this?
I don't know.
My bathroom.
Leave
Listen,
me-
though,
leave
my
me to
bathroom,
be.
my bathroom of choice is across the street at the Westin.
That's insane.
They do a great job keeping the bathroom clean. And I just walk in like I know where I'm doing and know where I'm going.
That's a Sharon travel move.
Listen, and it is spacious. Nobody take my bathroom spot. It is spacious. It smells good. They got quality toilet paper in there as well. The lighting is not too bright and not too dark. It is a great restroom to use.
My mom taught me, if you need a bathroom, you walk into any chain brand hotel. It has to be big enough that there are enough people staying at that hotel that they aren't entirely sure of everybody who's there.
Correct.
And you walk in, like you know that place, you have a purpose. You don't ask anyone where the restroom is. You just wander with a purpose until you find it, and then you get out of there.
Yep.
My go-to bathroom in New York now has signs, guests only, and I just walk right past it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've been going here since I was 7.
I was a guest at one point.
Yeah, isn't it like a forever kind of thing?
And technically, like, I'm a guest now. I
am
don't
a guest
live
the second
here.
I walk in the door. I'm a potential guest.
I'm a guest as
I'm
soon
a
as I walk
potential
in.
customer. What if I decided to book your hotel simply because I really enjoyed your bathroom?
If I walk into your house, that makes me a guest. I don't have to be staying overnight, do I?
True. No.
Exactly.
You're a guest.
I'm a guest at a hotel.
Song of the day.
Oh, what
Good
was
one.
it?
Pursuit of Happiness.
Oh.
But it was the Steve Aoki remix, and I was banging driving into the Gossip Motors garage this morning. What's up, everybody? It is Thursday, January 8th. It is going to be a good day. Jessica Benson with you from the Grind City Media Studios in Memphis, Tennessee. CJ Hurt behind the glass coming up on today's show. A tough one at FedEx Forum last night. Grizzlies lose to the Suns. Dylan Brooks returns with a vengeance. We'll get into the loss, Dylan's comments after the game, and more. Also, a big trade in the NBA last night with Trae Young being traded from the Atlanta Hawks to the Washington Wizards. It's also college football playoff day. The first of the two semifinals will be tonight. Teresa Walker will join us. We'll get her thoughts on that, plus the Titans coaching search, NFL wildcard weekend ahead. Speaking of, it's a Thursday, it is draft day, and we are drafting Super Bowl contenders. We will go through our 10 most likely teams to win the Super Bowl this year. We'll rank them, and we'll end with a little Theater Thursday. The Stranger Things finale was indeed the finale. It did not actually have an additional episode dropping last night. Crashed Netflix, reportedly. I also saw my first movie of 2026. It was Marty Supreme. We'll get into all that and more. It is a Thursday. You know what we say. I'm on the pursuit of happiness. Yeah. I'm on the pursuit.
It's gonna be food.
Support your Grizzlies by voting for them to the 2026 All-Star Game.
Oh, Edie with the big swat on the deck, floats it up, off the glass and in. Cedric Power, yes sir!
Vote now by going to grizzlies.com/allstar.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all-new tour.
You're the other white meat.
How can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it.
I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at jeffdunham.com.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item, whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details. Grizz Nation gets set for tip-off 1 hour before every Grizzlies home game with the warm-up show. Get the latest news, notes, and analysis live from courtside at FedEx Forum.
Who's going to be the tougher team that rebounds and prevents second-chance opportunities?
Join me, Lang Whitaker, along with Michael Wallace, Jessica Benson, and other personalities from Grind City Media, Memphis, and around the NBA. 1 hour before every home game, live at Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
Own the 2025-26 Grizzlies season with the 10-game Flex Pack, the ultimate way to catch all the action on your terms. Choose your favorite matchups from intense rivalries to weekend thrillers and customize your pack to fit your schedule. With 10 games to pick, you'll never miss the moments that matter most. Visit Grizzlies.com/packs today to build your perfect ticket pack and cheer on the Grizzlies your way. It's your team, your season, and your schedule. So don't miss out.
Now that's the new edition way.
I feel like there's another level we can take it to.
What you think, Mike? 2 steps ahead of you, Slick.
What's good, bro?
What you doing, man?
I'm in.
Woman, you don't even know what I'm getting ready to ask you.
Here's the vision. All 3 of us on the same stage every night. Gonna be crazy.
No barriers, no separation.
It'll be like 9 kings and a queen.
The next level starts now.
Feels great to feel the sunshine. Gotta own the day like it's all mine. Just got paid in his own time. Been working hard, I've been on the grind. I deserve this feeling, having my way. I've been on this healing. This is my day. The sun's out, let's have a little fun now. I wanna let it all out. That's what it's all about. Cause I deserve this feeling of having my way. I deserve this healing. This is my day.
Grind City Media presents The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt. Live from the Grind City Media Studios on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. We are one day closer to Friday, and in the words of Memphis Grizzlies head coach Tomas Isolo, not our best game of the season. Fair assessment. CJ was there, live and in person, or at least for most of it. I was there, live and in person for the entirety of it. Not the Grizzlies' best game of the season last night. Was it the worst? Was it the worst game of the season? I don't know. The Boston game was pretty bad. I know it was a long time ago at this point, but that was in the midst of what I think turned into a 5-game losing streak. And numerically speaking, they lost that one by 39. But this one did certainly feel excessively polarizing because you had your best win of the season against the Spurs the night before. The very next night, you're getting waxed by the Suns, and that is the NBA, baby. And you're one body shorter than you were against the Spurs because Vince Williams Jr. was out last night. Again, Ja Morant remained out with this calf contusion, and you still had the usual bodies of suspects on the bench in street clothes. But it didn't make it any easier to watch the Grizzlies fall to the Suns 117-98. When did you know the game was over, CJ?
Gosh, early.
I think that's fair.
I like midway through the second quarter. I was like, oh, the Suns they're not overlooking this. The Suns are here. This is a business-like approach to the game for the Phoenix Suns. They are here to win this by however much they can and then get on the road and go on to the next thing. Whereas with the Grizzlies, like they just didn't have it. I think it was maybe the second Jock Landale 3 maybe that he missed. I was like, oh no, he don't got it. And if he don't got it, that means like they're going to struggle because somebody's got to pick that up, and nobody's picking that up right now. Oh no, Cam is missing also. Oh no, they've stopped just giving the ball to Jaren,
who was really taking advantage of the mismatch in the first.
Playing incredibly. Just the thing that frustrated me the most about the thing that frustrated me, I'm right. The thing that frustrated me the most about last season wasn't the injury stuff, wasn't the cheap shot on Jalen Wells towards the end of the season. It was that Jaren in that series against the Thunder allowed a player like Alex Caruso to push him all over the court. And that was what Dylan Brooks was trying to do to Jaren. That's what Grayson Allen was trying to do to Jaren. smaller dudes, shorter dudes get into the body and bump him around. And Jaren, to his credit, was strong. He did not get moved. He did not get an offensive foul trying to move them. He got it. He got the bump. He absorbed it, and he went up strong and finished. And he was doing that really, really well in the first quarter. Go to the bench, come back, and that sort of just stops. Like the plan of just throw Jaren the ball and let Jaren be bigger than the people guarding him sort of stops. And around then, I was like, oh, it's going to be a long night. And I came to grips with it. I was at
peace with it by half.
You guys have different thoughts on what this is and what it can be. I over here have kind of accepted it from the jump. Like, hey, this is going to be a tough year. So the good beating the Spurs, I didn't get super high. So I'm not super low in this moment. When you stop and you think about it, just contextualize it for a moment. You got that big win against one of the top 3 seeds in that conference, right? Over the San Antonio Spurs. It's not like you had a day of rest. It's not like you had 2 days. The very next day, you had to step back on the court. And to your point, you're down an additional
one more body.
You're down one more body. Those legs just did not have it. And the Jock Landale missing shots was when I started to realize, oh,
it's the legs.
It's the legs. Yes. People are moving a bit slower. Jalen Wells is sliding a bit slower. Cam Spencer has a bit less explosiveness off the dribble, right? Like they are battling, they're fighting, they are severely undermanned though. And what do you expect when a team like the Suns come in on the second night of your back-to-back?
Yeah, the answer for last night is so simple. Like stupidly simple, boringly simple. When you have a limited rotation already made more limited on the second night of a back-to-back of a game that you played against the second best team in the West, that went down to the wire, that you won by 1, the second night of a back-to-back is hard. And you saw it in every phase of the game. The Suns were fresh. The Suns were a machine. Like you said, CJ, business-like approach. They were a step quicker in every facet. Rebounding, transition, 50-50 balls, just overall energy and effort. You saw it. And I think last night's loss felt a little bit worse. Not because you got too high on the win over the Spurs, and I will maintain the win over the Spurs being the best win of the season and the importance of that win, because the difference between winning and losing to the Spurs is talking about a 6-game losing streak staring down the Oklahoma City Thunder on Friday and a 1-game losing streak with a loss to the Suns on the second night of a back-to-back that can be easily explained by your rotation, by the number of guys on the bench, and by being on less fresh legs than your opponent. However, I will say, the loss felt like a triple loss because not only do you take the loss, it's a literal loss. Every win by the Suns makes their pick worse. So that's a frustrating thing to grasp onto throughout the season. And then the way you lost was not by 1, not by 2, but by 3 former Grizzlies. And one of them being the loudest, the proudest, the quite petty former Memphis Grizzlies, Dylan Brooks, from him doing his stare down at the beginning of the game, which he does at every game. But when he hit that jaw grenade celebration after one of his made threes, I had no choice but to laugh out loud because I said, this is his Super Bowl. I'm not saying that in a demeaning way at all. Every game is Dylan Brooks' Super Bowl, but when he has a chance to make a point against his former team, he loves that the most. We saw it in the very first game, that game when the Rockets came to town, and he made however many threes, and he gets up a little bit more. He's now 7-2 against the Memphis Grizzlies since leaving the Grizzlies for first the Rockets and now the Suns. And like you said, CJ, he was guarding Jaren so physically early in that game. He had 9 points in 8 minutes. He had taken 10 shots in his first 8 minutes of action, and he had 21 points on the night to lead the team. 21 points on 22 shots. Never changed, Dylan Brooks, never changed. But behind him is Grayson Allen with 19 points, and Grayson made 5 threes, and one of them was so disgusting in the face of Cam Spencer. It's like, that can't be Grayson Allen. But it was. And then, lesser-known former Memphis Grizzly Jordan Goodwin had a hell of a game off the bench with 11 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Death by former Grizz can feel worse than death by Grizz killer, was how I found myself feeling last night. And just this week, we've seen it from Jake LaRavia and Marcus Smart, and now you see it from Dylan Brooks and Grayson Allen and Jordan Goodwin. By God, they better not let Zaire Williams get going on Sunday. Can't take it again. Luckily, the Thunder don't have any former Memphis Grizzlies on that team. But Dylan is the big one because Dylan was so important here. Like, that's just a fact. He played nearly 350 games, and he was so critical in the setting of the culture post grit and grind era, ushering that era into the new era. And now he has been with the Rockets and now with the Suns. And you look at the Suns team, you're like, they have no business being as good as they are. They still haven't played, I think they've played 2 games with Jalen Green this season. And they've been one of the surprising better teams in the Western Conference. They got the win over the Thunder over the weekend. And so much of it is because their identity, and that identity has been set by Dillon Brooks. And you see it last night. And it's just that kind of dogged, crazy, defensive-minded player. The defense is there, but you can't train the mental part of it that Dillon Brooks brings to it, and just the tone that he gives to a team. And you're watching it take place, and it used to be on your team. And listen, like, you can look at it 2 ways. I saw a lot of sad people exploring their look back at the Grizzlies' history with Dillon Brooks through Dillon Brooks shaded glasses. And I have Dillon Brooks shaded glasses because we did Dillon Brooks sunglass giveaways once upon a time. So I get it. I choose to look at it through the lens of somebody who has grown both in his game. He's worked hard. His efficiency numbers are so much better this year, but also grown personally and matured, and the embracing of 2 different environments and growing into this version of Dillon Brooks today. Like, sometimes someone blooms in a new environment. There is no guarantee that if Dillon Brooks stayed here and in a different universe, everything had worked out with him, you would get this very same situation. Like, sometimes you need a change of scenery. Sometimes you need 2 to get to the pinnacle of where you are at right now. But then I do know that some people look at it and they get really sad. CJ, where do you fall on the watching Dillon Brooks cook against the Grizzlies?
I remember how Dillon left here.
Wasn't good.
It's not revisionist history over here on these parts.
No.
If I had it my way, let me say, if I had it my way, I would have kept Dillon just from the sheer entertainment of it all.
I do love an entertaining player. You know, I love the drama.
It tickled me. Also, there's something to be said about having a high level defender like Dillon Brooks on your team. So I would have kept him here, but I completely understood why Grizzlies fans had grown tired of watching Dillon go out there and in some of the bigger moments, truthfully, honestly, come up kind of buffoonish, right? Not just on the court, but off the court also. Call LeBron James old man. Sure, fine. You got the win. Let's go. Let's get it done. Series on the line. LeBron James is talking to you face to face as you're doing your little stare down, and you do nothing in response. And then the game starts, and the Grizzlies get handled in that game. And it's so bad that Dillon decides, hey, post game, I'm not coming to talk to the media. I'm just gonna leave. Right? Like that was the stuff that rubbed me the wrong way. So I understood moving on from him, and I'm glad that I'm genuinely glad he's having this type of success.
Yes.
Dillon Brooks is lost in all of the Dillon the villain stuff, and Dillon being one of the great bad guys in the NBA right now. Dillon's a 2nd round pick, right?
Yes.
Dillon is not supposed to be this meaningful to anybody. Dillon comes to the Grizzlies, and there are multiple players in front of him on the depth chart. So we thought, and we look up to start the season, and who's starting? Rookie Dillon Brooks. And it's like, okay, we got to get more wing depth. We got to get somebody who can come in here and start. But Dillon Brooks is going to start. Dillon Brooks is fine. They just need to find one more. Right. The entire time Dillon was here, hey, they got to find one more wing because Dillon's got that starting spot on lock on one side. And so it's good to see him go out there and have success. You hate when it happens to you, but it does saw the celebration. It did kind of put a smile on my face, like, all right, Dillon, come on, man.
And then everything after, too, right? Like, I understand sometimes it's easy to get drunk on the sweet nectar of nostalgia, and watching Dillon and Ja and Jaren all talk after the game last night on the court was very sweet. Yeah, go ahead.
Dillon also talked to Mike Wallace. You can find that interview on Grizzby, the Grind City Media subsidiary. Get it wherever you get your Grind City Media podcasts.
He made many comments because he had availability, and it's Dillon Brooks, so of course he made many comments. But my favorite, before we get into the more, I guess, spicy, light ones, was just him talking about his relationship with Ja and Jaren, and he had a moment on the Suns broadcast where the reporter asked him, you know, what they were talking about on the court, and he made some joke about how Jaren called him ugly, but he's uglier. And they just have good-natured, like, they're clearly friends, right? Like, they make genuine comments that would lead you to believe that they are still friends. And Dillon said, we grew up in this NBA where we made ourselves have a name in it, be known and make money and all this stuff. These things will never, ever dissipate. Those are my friends for life. And I said, oh, friends for life. That's so sweet. It's real. We see these guys as players and as Goliaths, and we talk about it all the time from the human component of professional athletes, but they're buds. Like, they spent so much time together, and it's nice to see that relationship has continued for them. Now, the other comments that Dylan made after the game, because, as I said, he wouldn't be Dylan if he didn't make some comments, made a little passive-aggressive swipe. We know that things were not great between Dylan and the front office when he left, and he was asked about how he has grown as a player now, and he said 3 things. The first is, I worked all summer. The second is, the coach believes in me to put the ball in my hands. And the third is, the GM trusted me to make plays as well. And then he also talked about the Grizzlies roster, and he said, and this was the quote that was making the rounds last night, quote, they moved too fast, especially when I was there and Dez was there and Steven Adams was there. They moved too fast and tried to be reinventive too fast. It kind of bit them in the butt a little bit, and now the remaining players have to work and play off of others, and that's not their fault. You have to be willing to have trust and communication with the players who played hard for you. I think that's not what I see over there now. And then he also was asked about being defended by Santi and Jaren, and he said they're barbecue chicken. So you got the full assortment. You got the full everything of Dillon Brooks last night. And again, it's very easy to look back with Dillon Brooks' shaded glasses, and he will give his perspective, and he will always come in here, and it's fun. Like, I found myself genuinely enjoying, minus the fact that we watched a very disgustingly ugly Grizzlies basketball game last night. But it was always fun to see the theatrics of Dillon Brooks back in this building.
As I've gotten older, that's been what Dylan has expressed has been the hardest part about being a GM for me, as I pretend to be GMs of various athletic teams in various leagues. It's, hey, and that's why I ask the question so often, how close are they? Because you can absolutely move off of something too soon. Mm-hmm. You can move off of it too late.
We just saw this with Trae Young last night.
Late, moving too late or too soon?
Too late.
Too late.
I mean, just if you're going straight from a value standpoint, the fact that the Hawks have to move off of Trae Young and don't get a single draft pick back for him.
Yeah, absolutely. You can, and I know how to prevent against that.
Right.
You move that sooner. But if you move too soon, like there's nothing. It always eats at you in your mind, like, oh, did we move off of that too soon? Yes. Right? Think about the Warriors. They're dynasty, right? One of the great dynasties in NBA history. There was a moment there where it was, hey, you can't have a power forward the size of Draymond Green out there and then expect him to be playing center. You can't win. Charles Barkley and others famously saying, hey, jump shooting teams don't win championships. You can't win a championship. It's cute, but you can't win a championship with a team that exists primarily shooting threes. You got to move one of Clay or Steph and Draymond. So you're going to move Draymond, you move one of Clay or Steph, and you got to go out there and get you somebody who can rebound, somebody like a Kevin Love, somebody like Andre Drummond, right? You've got to make that move. And the Warriors, to their credit, they held on to all of those pieces, and then boom, you look up and history is what history is. They didn't make that move. Right. They held on. But that can blow up in your face. To the point about Trae Young, we can talk about that a little bit later.
We'll talk
Teresa's
about that
gonna come
Teresa.
in. But I understand not moving that.
Right.
I do, because it is, hey, yeah, we could get value for it right now, but what if we're doing it too soon? And bringing it back to the Grizzlies, maybe they could have found a way, salary cap and all that other stuff, sure, put that to the side, but maybe they could have found a way to keep that core group together a bit longer and say, okay, you guys kind of buffooned out in this playoff series. Can y'all mature together? Can y'all grow the F up together and we be in a better spot 2-3 years down the line? Maybe, but
their answer to that question at the time was no. And those are the decisions that have to get made that we can all sit and chatter about, but we're not the ones actually making those choices.
Dillon Brooks went 8 for 22 on a Suns team that currently sits where in the standings? Seventh. So,
but has been far better than what people expected.
I understand, but he's still on a team that is 7th in the NBA Western Conference, excuse me. So I understand all of the sides of the argument, and that's just what makes being a general manager so tough.
He might be an all-star. Everyone laughed at me when I said this. He might be an all-star this year.
Come on. I'm still laughing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You should be.
It's the USA versus the world.
All right. The world.
He is Canadian.
The world's got 8 better players than Dylan.
He might do it.
Come on.
He might just do it. All right, we'll take a quick break. We will talk about the Trae Young trade. That was the big blockbuster news in the NBA last night. The first of any big trades happening going into this year's trade deadline. Jokic is injured.
Okay.
What's his time? We got to get to Teresa Walker. There's a college football playoff game tonight.
Let's go do it.
It involves an SEC team that's just down the street.
Let's do it.
Just down the street in Ole Miss.
Vanderbilt
They're taking
beat
on
Alabama.
Miami. What?
Vanderbilt beat Alabama, stays undefeated.
And it's true. We'll talk to Teresa about all that. NFL wildcard weekend had the Titans coaching search, the reported interview with Mike Garrett not Mike Garrett, Jason Garrett. Who's Mike Garrett? Isn't Mike Garrett the old Syracuse athletic director?
Mike Garrett sounds familiar.
No, he was sorry.
That's also
Thank
a good
you.
question.
Jacob in my ear
wants to
goes,
know
why would we know that? That's a really good question, Jacob. Thank you. I think he was the USC athletic director, and then I think he went to Syracuse, which is why that is in my brain of random sports facts to be known. Teresa Walker will join us on the other side. We'll get into all that and more with her when we come back.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing compares to catching your Grizzlies IRL. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Grizzlies tickets at Ticketmaster. Whether they're here at FedEx Forum or on the road, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live.
The world needs B2K.
B2K's breakup was a huge shock to their fans.
Boys for Life Tour.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
Watching the Grizzlies is easy with FanDuel Sports Network. If you have cable or satellite, you're all set. Find us on your channel lineup. You can also use your TV provider login to watch games on the FanDuel Sports Network app. No cable or satellite? Subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network online. You can also watch on Prime Video by adding a FanDuel Sports Network subscription. Not sure where to start? Visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com to learn more.
Who have you leaned on the most in terms of asking questions? Because there's always a fine line, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to be the rookie that's annoying people.
Exactly.
On the other hand, you want to be a sponge.
You can ask any of the guys. Like, I'm asking, it'd be random games where I'm sitting next to Ty or Ja or Scotty, and I'm like, hey, bro, what would you would have done right there? Like, what do you feel like you would have did in that situation? Boom, 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 I probably would have did this. I'm like, all right, cool, I got it locked in now.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Grizz Nation, Friday night just got a whole lot better. Introducing Buckets and Brews, the ultimate way to tip off your weekend. Every Friday this season, grab a terrace-level ticket to the Grizz game and 2 12-ounce Miller Lights for just $55. Get great seats, cold brews, and Grizzlies basketball. It's everything you need to start your weekend off right. So get the deal that's too cold to hold. Go to grizzlies.com/Friday to lock in your tickets today.
For the record, Heisman winner Mike Garrett. How could you forget 1965 Heisman winner Mike Garrett? I think he was the first black Heisman winner. And then 3 years later, USC domination, a little man named O.J. Simpson. Two of our greats at USC from the running back stage, and then he was the USC athletic director, and he was there during all the Reggie Bush stuff. And then he was replaced by Pat Hayden, and that's why he's in my brain.
Did you look all at the names, or did you look at pictures as well?
I have pictures.
Okay, Ernie Davis, 1961, first Black Heisman winner.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Yeah. Black and white can throw you off.
He's also in a white shirt.
Yeah.
And he's like glowing in this.
Yeah.
Are you looking at the Heisman website pictures?
No, I'm not.
Okay, the Heisman website pictures,
see.
like he looks like an angel. Like, you come in, we'll bring Teresa Walker in because she's joining us for a very busy. He's right there. See?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Come on.
Oh, I got you.
The hair.
Although I'd argue if you look at everybody
That's
else,
true.
He is
It's true.
Not dark skin, but
And he went to Syracuse. So we're all coming back full circle.
I can go get coffee, guys.
No. We're here, Teresa. We're here. Sorry, we had some very important business, but you are our most important business, as always. And during the break, we were joking because you said, how tired are you guys? I said, God, I'm so tired, you don't even know. And you said, no. I know, because how many fouls were called in the Alabama-Vanderbilt game last night?
63.
That should be illegal.
Swear.
I'm so sorry.
It should. I mean, these are two teams that are born to run, love to score, run up and down the court. And, I mean, there were things that were being called that it's like, my brother in Christ, those were not penalties, okay? What are we doing here? I know that guys get out of position and sometimes they call what they think they see, but I mean, Nate Oates got a tech last night because he wasn't happy with they called a delay of game during free throws on Alabama for a technical. I mean, it's like there were some things last night I had not seen on a basketball court. So it's like, but that said, guys, Vanderbilt, I mean, all they do is win over on West End. I mean, the women's basketball team, undefeated, just beat Kim Mulkey and LSU on Sunday. 1 of 4 remaining in the women's game, undefeated. Vanderbilt, 1 of 6, and they are off to their best start since 07-08. It's only the second time in 124 years Vanderbilt has won their first 15 games. And there was a little trash talk by Alabama before that game about how Vandy ain't played anybody. Yeah, well,
but they beat Alabama, Teresa.
They got 5. They're 5-0 in quad 1 wins there, CJ. So yeah, all those metrics people like to point out say they're pretty good. But as Mark Byington said, we're just going to keep trying to go 1-0, and we've already done it 15 times.
Are they the best team in the SEC, Teresa? Oh, and before you answer that question, you rattled off 3 Vanderbilt athletic programs, right? Football, women's basketball, men's basketball, all pretty good. Baseball season hasn't even started yet. This might be the greatest year of Vanderbilt athletics in recent memory.
Answer CJ's question
But
about
are
if
they
they're
the best team in the SEC?
And then I have one more on that.
Absolutely. I mean, I've covered Tennessee. I've now covered Alabama. I know what Alabama has done on their schedule coming in, and I know that LeBaron Filan, had full body cramps and had to go to the locker room and get IV'd and could not come back for much of the second half. That said, they survived a foul-a-thon, and Tyler Tanner. I mean, this is a kid from Brentwood, sophomore, and he just keeps finding ways to score more and more and more points. I think he had 14 assists at South Carolina on Saturday. He had 7 last night. He had 23 points in the second half and was 12 of 15 at the line to help them finish off that game. So, guys, Nate Oates said, listen, if Vanderbilt ends up winning this league, Tyler Tanner's going to be the MVP of the league. So, and guess what? If there's a rematch between Alabama and Vanderbilt, I won't be surprised if it's in the for the SEC title and the automatic berth for the NCAA tournament.
I remember the conversations around the awakening of Vanderbilt football and the NIL collective. Is that also the reason for the success from the men's and women's basketball teams? Is this just an entire surge in Vanderbilt athletics right now where the money has been there to kind of catapult them into relevancy?
Not money
relevancy,
helps.
But competitiveness.
The money absolutely helps, but the bigger thing, I'm going to go back to athletic director Candace Story-Lee, who played basketball at this program back when it was a very strong women's basketball power. She's the one who made the decision to go ahead and fire Jerry Stackhouse. everybody likes Jerry, but it just wasn't working at Vanderbilt. She went and found Mark Byington coming off a NCAA tournament run at James Madison. She's the one who thought, you know what? Stephanie White wasn't working. I think it was Stephanie White was the last one. And she went and talked to Shea Ralph. Everyone had her just sharpied in as Gino's successor in stores with the UConn Huskies. And she said, you want to come coach Vanderbilt? And Shea said, yeah, I would. And Shea, she has embraced it. And guys, she got Michaela Blakes to come here with the idea, why go somewhere and just be a part of the latest in a winning program? Come win at a program, turn them back into. And she's gotten some of those people. And, Michaela Blakes, yeah, she was the AP Player of the Week on Tuesday. And watching her, she quietly had 15 points in that fourth quarter against LSU. She is just so much fun to watch. So it's like they've got some incredible players, but they've got the coaches in place that know how to scheme you into position, that are going to demand things of you. Candace also is the person who, let's go hire Clark Lee and bring him back to West End. So you have to have the right coaches, and then the NIL allows you to help compete. It was a great line on Sunday. Kim Mulkey was asked, I asked about, the fact that all these undefeated teams are going down. Now we're in conference play. And she said it's part of the parity. And someone said, well, why is there parity? And she went, money, money, money.
And you know what she sounds like to me, CJ? A game changer.
No, she's a game changer.
She's a game changer.
Let's go.
That's our women terminology of this March. You can be a game. I'm going to nominate Teresa Walker as the Grizzlies game changer of the year, and I can't wait for it. Teresa, a game changer for the college football playoff, with the 4 representatives being Indiana, Oregon, Ole Miss, and Miami. Ole Miss and Miami face off tonight in the Fiesta Bowl. What are your opinions on the notion that the SEC might have been propped up by its SEC reputation this season, and perhaps Ole Miss being the last team standing is more representative of a conference that had a down year? Or do you think Ole Miss just represents the best of the best, and despite all of the changes and the drama and the Lane Kiffin of it all, really have a shot at making it to the championship game?
I do think Ole Miss has a real chance to make it. For those of us old enough to remember, this might make you feel good, CJ, that Michigan year in basketball, when it's like somebody wanted to take a job somewhere else and thought he could keep coaching. And
Steve Fisher. Damn right,
yes.
Teresa.
And it's like, no, you're not. And they went on and won a national title. And what we're seeing the reports that Ole Miss has been galvanized by Lane essentially. If you're jilted, everybody wants to have it better. And no, I don't miss you at all. We're just going to go out and have a great time. That's what Ole Miss is doing. And it is so much fun to watch. And, they've got the SEC, it's not Alabama, it's not Georgia. Maybe, guys, this indicates that, yes, it is, as much as the bowl season and the bowl record didn't help, maybe this is a stronger, deeper conference. That said, the actual existence of Indiana and what they've done this year is, again, a reminder of what money and NIL have done for you. You get the right coach, but then you get the money. That allows you to get players that are tired of sitting on someone else's bench. Ty Simpson announced yesterday, I'm going to the NFL draft. He is one of the rarities these days. We're going to see that less and less. A guy who waited, and that was his 4th year, redshirt junior, when he finally started. No, guys, nobody has that patience if they think, I can play, I can start somewhere else, and they'll pay me. So I know that people in the SEC I'm not going to root for Alabama. I'm a Tennessee fan. I'm not going to root for Georgia because I'm an Auburn fan. Well, it kind of feels like there's a bit of a unifying factor for this league for Ole Miss. So it's going to be, because they're the standard bearer now, and they're going to gather around that SEC flag.
I don't think, maybe it is the standard bearer. I really think it's more just people love to hate. And the most easily hateable person in college football right now is Lane Kiffin. There have been 2 massive, I won't call them, there's been 3 massive scandals. One of them involved the former Michigan coach. So that's a scandal. We have to separate true scandal from dramatic activity. There have been 2 high drama.
I heard some of those stories from the yoga studio.
There have been 2 high drama situations that don't involve scissors and crimes potentially. Well, whatever. Point being, Lane Kiffin leaving Ole Miss for LSU, and Lane Kiffin now trying to lure DeMond Williams and pay him a boatload of money to abandon a contract that he just signed at the University of Washington and come allegedly play quarterback at LSU. And so I think there is a lot of ire directed at Lane Kiffin, and Ole Miss represents the easiest thing to root for. That would be a egg on the face moment for Lane Kiffin, right? Because you leave a school because you want to chase championships, but why would you leave the school you were at that had a genuine opportunity at winning a championship this year? I said it at the very beginning. I said it when he left. The funniest outcome in college football this year is for Ole Miss to win a national championship. It's what I'm rooting for. I can't help it.
I think we all are. And let's not forget, there are a lot of fan bases who've had Lane experiences who are also on the Ole Miss train right now. Tennessee,
USC.
Raiders fans, USC. I mean, this is the guy who was left on a tarmac, fired on a tarmac. Al Davis pulled out the overhead projector to detail why he was getting rid of him. And I mean, it's just been one thing after another. I mean, he is his own soap opera. So, and yeah, now LSU is the new trophy wife, and Ole Miss, people love to root for the person who's jilted again. And you go live your best life, and doing that is winning a national title for Ole Miss. So there's a lot of people on that Ole Miss bandwagon.
Teresa, why do you think the SEC struggled the way that they did in bowl season? Like they went 1-3 against the Big Ten, 4-9 overall. What was it, 1-7 against teams not in the SEC in bowl games? You got wins. Alabama beat Oklahoma and somebody else, a couple other teams.
Two teams that maybe shouldn't have been in the ring.
Ole Miss beat Georgia, right? So you've got those types of wins, SEC on SEC. But when SEC has played other teams, Virginia, Iowa, Illinois, they've struggled mightily in the bowl season. Why do you think that is?
That's a great question because, Illinois, I covered that Music City Bowl. They had 3 players that opted out. Tennessee had like 5 key players opt out, not for the portal, but for the NFL draft prep. And then you've got your portal guys. And let's be honest, the portal transfers usually are the guys who aren't getting that much playtime. Interesting side note, Boo Carter, who, left Tennessee during the season, kicked off whatever, in Vanderbilt yesterday. He was at the basketball game last night. So such a side drama. It's a great question, CJ, because I don't know if, I don't know if the Big Ten teams just got up for it more, that whole idea that this does matter for us. We're gonna go finish these seasons right. Or if you've got teams in turmoil and roster changes. I mean, Tennessee literally had an interim defensive coordinator because Heupel fired one and was bringing in the new one. And there's been a slew of more defensive coach changes there. So it just feels like, I know that there are a lot of people that want to hold on to the bowls, and I know the history of the bowls in this state. But the challenge is, and having just covered the FCS National Championship, maybe it's just easier if we go to 24 teams all around and play as soon as the regular season ends and just dive into it. And maybe, that's the whole other story. Are the bowls going away?
Teresa, I could rock with that line of thinking if Michigan wasn't on the sideline having their former starting fullback, like this year's starting fullback, season-ending injury out there coaching the tight ends, right? Like I could rock with that if every roster isn't dealing with coaches leaving and players leaving and everybody's dealing with it. I could also rock with that if this was some sort of aberration. Tennessee went out there and played and Iowa, Illinois team, was it Illinois or Iowa?
Illinois, and they were totally dominated.
They played the Illinois team. It was a good game. It was a good game.
It was a fun game, but Illinois was in charge the entire time.
Had it not been for that sack fumble recover in the end zone, who knows how that game turns out, right? But this is a Tennessee team who, against teams with winning records this season, didn't have many wins, if any. I don't think they had any wins against
Tennessee.
Teams with winning records.
Tennessee did not beat an FBS team with a winning record.
So there's that component to it. I think that this year, for whatever reason, not for whatever reason, I just think that the other conferences were legitimately slighted by the SEC. I don't think they're catching up, Teresa. I don't think the SEC has been that damn good, but when you can only let 4 teams in and one of these conferences gets 9, 10 teams in the preseason, and then everybody's like, hey, my team should be in, no shade, Teresa, I love you. No shade, because we beat the number 10 team in the nation the third week of the football season, and you look at that third team in the nation, you're like, wait a second, the team that's 4-8 to end the year? No disrespect to Vanderbilt and what they did against South Carolina, Teresa, but like I can't be giving you credit for that at the end of the season.
CJ, let's not pull that one in. That team had 2 losses. Let's go to Alabama with three losses in the regular season. -3 yards rushing in the SEC championship. Oklahoma, where after the Mateer injury, could not. I mean, they were stringing together points with their teeth. I mean, yeah. But I'm going to go to this. Yes, NIL. We've got parity across the board, and you know what the SEC is really good at?
That's what I think.
PR. I mean, we had Greg Sankey saying a couple weeks before the final announcement, we need 7 SEC teams in. Of course they're lobbying for that.
There has never been a league better at PR than the SEC.
And it's all because I was alive for this. Y'all were alive for it also. If we had to just let Auburn in that damn national championship game, the one where Oklahoma got the hell beat out of them, maybe we don't end up like this.
The ability to create a phrase, it just means more, where if you hear that out in the wild, you think SEC. So of course you think their wins mean more. Of course you think their teams are better.
Everybody in the bowl season.
Not everybody is looking through analytics and investigating every single game. They take the easiest thing on the platter. The SEC, it just means more. Of course these teams are better.
Just Kentucky show up at a Music City Bowl and they're up, and guess what they're going to do? They're going to chant SEC. Yes. Right? Florida at the Citrus Bowl, they're up. What are they going to do? They're going to chant SEC. Alabama
and Georgia carried the hell out of that league, and I do not want to take away from their success.
They've been so kind to share it with everybody. Like, hey, we got a tough one. It's SEC football. And you look and it's like, wait, you're playing 2-8 Mississippi State. What are you talking about here?
The
like
SEC
that's the best 2-8 team we've ever seen.
Socialism?
But there's a great point there, guys. There's a great point there. Do we hear crowds ever chanting Big Ten, Big Ten, or ACC, ACC? And we see the same lobbying in basketball. The ACC, we need 10 teams, and we're the ACC. We've got North Carolina Duke. Have you seen us? We should have every basketball team in. And so it's like, yes, lobbying is a part of college sports, but I'm circling back around to we need better metrics to help and to shut out the lobbying, shut out the grandstanding, and pick the teams that matter best. And having watched Illinois State in the FCS title game on Monday night, unseeded. They had a roller coaster season, unseeded. Went first team to go and win not 1, 2, 3, but 4 road games. They had to go to the reigning champs who had won 10 of the last 14 title games and beat them. And that's why it was a doozy of a game on Monday night. If you want to get rid of the snoozer bowls and stuff, give people stakes to play for. That's an expanded playoff, isn't it?
I love stakes. Teresa, I cannot let you go before I ask you about the Titans coaching search. Because
that's going on.
That is something that is going on.
I thought we were going to talk about the Predators. They're 5 points outside of the wild card.
The only hockey I care. I'm sorry. I can't believe they created a real sport called hockey because of the great series Heated Rivalry on HBO Max that has taken over my attention all of a sudden. I have joined the girls.
Hockey is great because they have knives on their feet and sticks in their hand. I mean, let's be honest.
Maybe the 2 best players are in love with each other. I don't know.
There's sticks in hands in that show, boy, from what I hear. Oh, my goodness.
There was something. Titans coaching search, as I use my lip gloss as a wand. They got the report that Jason Garrett was going to interview on Friday. Adam Schefter reported this morning 3 more candidates who the Titans have requested to interview. Packers defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley, 49ers defensive coordinator Robert Saleh, Steelers offensive coordinator Arthur Smith. What do you make of the Titans coaching search? Does John Harbaugh have any place in said search? Would he even want to go to the Titans among his myriad of options that he apparently will have if he wants to coach next year? Your take on it all, Teresa.
Well, it sounds like Harbaugh is taking some time to gather his information and rest up. He's not interviewing for a few more days. Titans dove in. They reportedly interviewed Mike McCoy on Tuesday, which wasn't that part an exit interview? No offense. Mike did an incredible job holding this team together in a tough situation. And he shook hands with all of us on Monday when he finished up talking to us. But Mike Berganzi, here's the thing, we don't know what he's looking for, right? Mike Berganzi has never run a coaching search. His first time as a GM, Mike Berganzi.
We got it.
And the fun part is that people are trying to draw the shortest lines. Well, he's going to hire Matt Nagy, who's apparently interviewing today, because they were together with the Chiefs. And people are like, well, Arthur Smith was a longtime coach here with the Titans, survived. He was with Munchak and Wisenhunt and Malarkey and Vrabel, and now he's had some head coaching experience. I mean, it's a wide net, and I'm curious to see just how many people do they interview. Do you need to cast such a wide field here? And, that's the problem. They interviewed 10 people when they hired Brian Callahan 2 years ago, who was the hot candidate. And they, when they did the second interview, they didn't let him leave. So, that's the thing. We don't have a track record to go on, but there is one common theme, and these guys seem to have experience. Saleh from 49ers, former head coach, Arthur Smith with the Falcons. So it's like Matt Nagy with the Bears, Jason Garrett with the Cowboys. He hasn't coached since 2019. And I was surprised to see that his record coaching the Cowboys was better than I felt it was. I mean, he has a winning record as a NFL head coach. But I've also seen some digs on social media. Has he learned how to put any motion into his offense from watching games in the TV studio? So, I mean, this is a weird search because, one, I've been swamped the last couple of days, and it feels like, wait, it really has started? Okay. I feel like they've already done a lap around the track, and I'm still in the garage trying to get my car started. But this is the thing. We don't know how fast they're going to move. And he told us on Tuesday, there's no timeline. It's about getting it right. And because his job's tied with whoever he hires. And for all the people thinking the Titans are not a good job, new stadium opens in 2027. Cam Ward. We found out Monday that positive feedback. So it does not seem like Cam Ward will need surgery on the sprained shoulder, rest and rehab, and he can work on the things he needs to without involving the shoulder, footwork, base, things like that, watching film. And this is a kid we've seen be motivated, hardworking, ethic, every arm, you name it. There was a play on, just a segue, Sunday, before he gets knocked out, there's a play where he is back there in the pocket and he's got enough time to build and make a sandwich and eat it. And then he takes off and runs for a few yards. And I didn't see panic. I saw him looking through all his progressions. And for that, at the end of a rookie year when he was sacked 55 times, that to me is impressive. So they've got the quarterback. They got Jeff Simmons. They got the most cap space in the NFL and the number 4 overall pick. This is an attractive job. Now they've got to go find the right guy. Unfortunately, we won't know that until the season starts in September.
Teresa, thank you, as always, for joining us. Get some rest. Consensual heart.
Thank you, Teresa.
You're welcome, guys.
A quick break. We will come back. It is wildcard weekend in the NFL, and we are drafting Super Bowl contenders this year. We will take the teams we think best have an opportunity to win the Super Bowl. We'll also talk about the Trae Young trade from the Hawks to the Wizards. Memphis Tigers have their new quarterback. Got a big transfer commitment yesterday. We'll get into all that after a quick break.
It's gonna be food. Oh, Jared!
Support your Grizzlies by voting for them to the 2026 All-Star Game.
Oh, Edie with the big swat on the deck. Floats it up, off the glass and in! Cedric Power, yes sir!
Vote now by going to grizzlies.com/allstar.
The long goodbye begins. A very special evening with Journey. Final Frontier Tour. Journey. Tickets are on sale now at journeymusic.com. Your chance to say goodbye to the songs that changed our lives. Journey. Final Frontier Tour.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item, whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Field goal percentage up. 3-point field goal percentage up. Points up. Rebounds up. How would you describe your second season so far?
I feel like in my head, my standard's a little higher than that. I feel like my percentage should be a lot more up. 3-point percentage a lot more up. But I'll take it. You see the positives and things.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Watching the Grizzlies is easy with FanDuel Sports Network. If you have cable or satellite, you're all set. Find us on your channel lineup. You can also use your TV provider login to watch games on the FanDuel Sports Network app. No cable or satellite? Subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network online. You can also watch on Prime Video by adding a FanDuel Sports Network subscription. Not sure where to start? Visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com to learn more.
The Grizzlies are proud to team up with Prime Global Group, a company on a mission to redefine real estate investment. By leveraging deep experience, strategic insight, and robust resources, Prime Global Group is shaping a smarter, socially responsible future. Whether you're an investor or simply curious, now's the time to explore innovative strategies that align with your values. Join the movement and discover how you can be a part of this exciting evolution. Visit primeglobalgroup.net to learn more and connect with the team today. That's primeglobalgroup.net.
Memphis. Monday Night Raw returns with non-stop action, unmatched energy, and the superstars you love.
We don't get mad, we get even. We don't go home till we beat them. This is our time, we don't leave it. Give me the crown undefeated.
Witness the moments you'll never forget. Monday Night Raw, Memphis. Monday, February 16th. Tickets and ringsider packages on sale next Friday.
Well, welcome back. I did just realize, how dare the college football playoff at the semifinal the same day as the Pitt premiere? What am I supposed to do? It's the Traders premiere, it's the Pitt premiere.
I mean,
I'm just a girl who has to watch Ole Miss Miami.
What do you want? So they should play it on Wednesday? Because they can't play it Saturday. Because Super Wild Card starts Saturday.
I know, which I do appreciate them creating this really great
Is it not
Thursday,
Super? I thought it was
Friday,
Super Wild
Saturday,
Card.
Sunday.
It's just Wild Card now?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Like, that's a great one last injection of absolute football. Like, my friends just have to get me through this week, and then I'm just a girl again. But for now, I'm seated. But I do want to watch the Pit. I'm going to be so behind on everything. Whatever. All right, we did not get fully into the Trae Young trade, but the Hawks did trade Trae Young to the Wizards last night in return for CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert. No draft picks on either side of that trade. Kind of a chicken and an egg thing for me in terms of, like, the report of Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks working towards a deal to trade him. And then it came out that his preferred destination was Washington, which is a sentence that none of us have heard lately. Preferred destination, Washington Wizards. But I'm curious if the Washington deal was already rolling before the trade interest news came out. It doesn't really matter, whatever. The Hawks were ready to move on. They are 16-13 without Trae Young this season, and they are 2-8 with him. And it got to the point where it was time to go. It still was so weird seeing him say his goodbyes in the middle of the game last night. All of those players were ruled out of their individual games, but the news breaks in the middle of the Hawks game, and you see Trae Young come out and, like, dapping up his teammates. And it just felt so oddly not big. I don't know, just a moment. Like, here's a guy who just got traded from this team that he's been with for 7.5 years, and the time came to an end, and he's leaving. And it kind of makes me sad. I know you'll roll your eyes at this, but as a hopeless romantic of sports, when a player of a team who was the face of the franchise, who, when he came, all the goals in the world surrounded that team, and they had real highs with that 2021 playoff run, and the idea that Trae Young was going to change the Atlanta Hawks, and Atlanta Hawks were going to trade, or not trade, but they end up trading him, but change Trae Young, right? Like, that symbiotic relationship between a star and his team, his or her team. But it's a cold world. It's an ice cold world, Trae Young style. And I do find it hard to watch the breakup of a player and a team when they both meant so much to one another. But that is how it goes. That's the way the cookie crumbles, and they'll always have that 2021 run. And now Trae Young is with the Wizards, and the Wizards have moved on. He essentially gets traded as a cap dump. The trade had Trae had a $49 million player option owed to him. That is a lot of money to give somebody that you don't really want. The Hawks could now have as much room as $30 million. They're been reported to be maybe chasing Anthony Davis, but they also get usable pieces right now in CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert, who I have a friend who's a Wizards fan, and she was very sad that the Wizards moved on from Corey Kispert, who's a great shooter. He's been dealing with some injuries. The Wizards side of this, what if they're too good now? Is that crazy to think about? Because they have, what is it, their pick that they owe to the Knicks is top 8 protected. What if they're too good?
Listen, man, I'm the wrong one because actually Grizzly talked about this as it pertains to the Grizzlies yesterday. Stephanie Reddy had a great commentary on this sort of issue. You should check it out, Grind City Media subsidiary. But I'm always pro. Be as good as you can be.
Yeah.
And figure it out from there. Don't run around trying to be bad in the hopes that you one day land something of value. No, go be good. Right. So if you're so good that you don't get the number 8 draft pick, great. That means that you weren't abysmal.
And your roster is stupid cheap. And so you can sign Trae Young. You get to kind of rent him out.
You can sign
test
Trae,
him out.
You can sign Trae Young and something similar from a contractual standpoint. Like you have
all these guys on rookie deals.
All of them
who
on
are
rookie
all
deals.
Playing well. We talked about it on the double post last night, but I joked that back when the Grizzlies lost to the Jazz and the Wizards, Bennett called the Jazz the plucky Jazz and the Wizards the lowly Wizards. And I really think the Wizards deserve to be in plucky territory. Like Alex Sarr has been great. I think it leads the league in blocks. Koulibaly is good. Trey Johnson, Keyshawn George, who they get to keep. At some point, there was a thought of, if the Wizards are going to get Trae Young, they're going to have to give one of these young talent pieces back. And the fact that it's Corey Kispert and CJ McCollum, certified Grizz killer forever, Grizzlies now have to play CJ McCollum 2 more times this season. That's the real loser in this trade. But I like it. I'm intrigued by what it means for the Wizards and for the Hawks. I see it kind of as a win-win for both teams.
So you started this, I'll scoff at you because your heart breaks I will scoff at you because very clearly you're unfamiliar with the hero's journey. This is all a part of it. Are you sure? You know the call to adventure. Trae Young gets drafted. Supernatural aid. He's blessed with the ability to shoot anywhere on the court. There's a guardian at some point. The threshold begins. We get that incredible moment during the threshold in Madison Square Garden where the Knicks all of a sudden are good. All they got to do is beat the lowly Atlanta Hawks, and Trae Young, Ice Trae, comes out there and shuts all of that down. Then the challenges and temptations come up, and he faced some challenges and temptations, and now he's in the abyss. Now he's been traded. He's in the abyss, and that's where we are right now. And you're supposed to feel bad for the hero when they enter the abyss. But I know, because I'm familiar with the hero's journey, you know what the next step is? Transformation, atonement, then the return.
He's going to reclaim his kingdom.
Then the return. Think about Simba and the Lion King. Yeah. Think about that. Right now.
I got the Odyssey on my brain right now, and that's one of the greatest hero's journey
that
examples.
Is the hero's journey. Where is, I can't remember now, where's the abyss at in the Odyssey for Odysseus?
The abyss is the underworld.
That's where it is.
He ends up in the underworld.
And then he comes out, and he's different, right? And sometimes these things have to happen for the hero to, reclaim his heroic status and stature.
So the underworld is
going to the Wizards. It's getting traded.
But then he can turn. The underworld is the trade. Yes.
The way it all devolved is the underworld for him in his hero's journey. And now, next up.
It still makes me sad.
Next up is transformation. It's supposed to make you sad, but if you know the hero's journey, Trigger Trey's got some transformation coming and what he could transform into.
I'm old enough to know that not every hero's journey in real life. In the stories, sure, usually it ends with the transformation. Or there's always a transformation.
What, you telling me real life is different from mythology? No, it's not.
I think.
No, it's not.
I'm here to tell you mythology was written to make us feel better about real life, but anyway.
I mean, Michael Jordan had to transform. He entered the abyss. LeBron James entered the abyss. He had to transform. I could go on and on and on about people transforming. Kobe Bryant, Troy Aikman, right? Like, I could go across sports and talk about people who had to transform. They did it.
Yeah.
And they came out better because of it. And Trae Young will also.
Okay.
Trae Young can still shoot the pill.
I think he makes them. They might not be able to defend any better,
and-
but they have so much length around him. Maybe they'll be okay.
What he can do offensively, it didn't work in Atlanta, but I think what he can do offensively offsets the issues he has defensively, and you can throw that length out there. Also, you named all of these young players for the Wizards. None of them are ball dominant.
No.
None of them need the ball. So Trae can have the ball in his hands, and Trae Young can still make plays for others. He's still one of the best as it pertains to assists per game and total assists in the NBA. So this feels like a legitimate fit. And I think they will be too good, the Wizards, for that number 8 overall pick. Yeah. One of the top 8 picks. It would not surprise me at all. I don't want to get out over my skis. I want to, thump my chest for the Wizards because,
that sounds like a dangerous game.
Real weak branch to be on, admittedly. But this is a Wizards team that could be solidly in the play-in, in the playoff, winning a couple of games in the playoffs. That's what this.
They've won 5 of their last 10 games.
They won what?
5 of their last 10.
So they're 5-5 their last 10.
Okay, for the Wizards, that's like a massive accomplishment, CJ. Golly.
I'm just saying.
2 of them were against the Wizards.
Well, listen.
So sorry, moving along.
But so this could be a net good thing, and we'll see. He's probably been humbled a bit by what took place in Atlanta. You're coming off of the high, 2021, of taking out the New York Knicks in Madison Square Garden. And now you kind of come back to Atlanta, you big man in the city, and maybe you aren't willing to listen and to adapt your game the way that it needs to be adapted. And boom, dumb and leave fat meat greasy, hard heads make soft asses and whatnot. And now you're out of there. Now you're out of a place where you probably really wanted to be. Now you're in D.C. and you get a chance to transform yourself, going back to the hero's journey. All I'm saying is Trae Young is basically Odysseus.
Fair.
Call him Odysseus. We're gonna call this the.
Who's playing Odysseus in the new Odyssey movie?
I bet it's somebody sexy.
Is it Matt Damon? No.
Oh no, it's not.
I should know. I'm like a bad film person for not. It is Matt Damon.
Is it Matt Damon?
I am a good film person. Let's go.
I would have went with something else.
Matt Damon's hot.
He's not.
I
big
wouldn't
enough.
say he's the hottest.
He's not big enough.
He is a movie star.
He's no. I mean physically, he's not
like built
big enough. Right? Like you can. I don't need you to be chiseled and cut. I'm not saying like Rock or anything like that. But what's his boy's name? What's the other one?
Telemachus.
No, Matt Damon's boy.
Ben Affleck.
Him. Like he's tall enough. He's got the stature on it.
Ben
Your
Affleck
face
is
though.
Not Odysseus.
You're okay. You say that, but to me that looks more addition. Give him gray hair and a gray beard. I think we can roll with it.
We have a draft to do.
Do we?
Real quick, the Memphis Tigers got a quarterback.
Yay.
Are you familiar with West Florida's Marcus Stokes?
I am.
D2 Heisman finalist.
I am, because West Florida played HBCU. I think West Florida played Benedict, if I remember correctly. Maybe Albany State. I think West Florida played Albany State in D2 playoffs, and we had a conversation about them on the HBCU huddle. Grind City Media subsidiary. I got to get a Grind City Media subsidiary button. But yes, so good.
4-star recruit, threw for 30 touchdowns, rushed for 10 last year.
Ryan Silverfield came in.
He was the top quarterback target, and Coach Charles Huff got it done.
Ryan Silverfield came in and took all the dudes he wanted to take from Memphis.
Correct.
So far, he's
Hill
got
is over
4.
there now, yeah.
He's got running back, receiver, the young quarterback who everybody was really excited about.
Yeah. All right, let's draft Super Bowl contenders versus the pretenders.
Speaking of heroes' journeys, there's some of that going on. Josh Allen, I'm looking at you.
Who gets the first pick?
I don't know. Let's see.
How are we deciding?
I don't know. Let's see. However Jacob wants to do it. Pick a number.
Pick
Jacob.
A
number.
Pick a number.
Pick a number.
This man wants us to pick a number.
Numbers. I picked
we put our heart, our soul into this show. And we have to pick a number. Oh my
47. That's my number, Jacob.
8,225.
My number's bigger, therefore I go first. That's how we're doing this. What do you mean, pick a damn number?
We don't pick numbers.
What are you talking
we
about?
have Ducks race and horses race and AI slop race and Santa Claus's race and
Did we have
dinosaurs
elves
race.
and reindeer at one
I
point?
think so.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Ooh, you're Dick Cheney Duck, and I am Liberty. Wow, ooh, that's kind of spot on.
God bless.
Goodness gracious.
The Ducks.
Oh, Dick Cheney's going to come back, though. All right. Maybe? No, he doesn't. Liberty outlasts Dick Cheney. Let's go. All right.
Never mind.
That's what?
Nothing. Just
Nope.
take your pick.
Are you sure?
Yes, just take
You don't want to talk about it?
Nope.
Don't want to break it down? All right. Number one pick. Listen, there's no Lamar Jackson. There's no Patrick Mahomes.
You're not doing
There's
this
no
with your number one pick.
Joe Burrow. I'm just saying those aren't there.
Right.
Otherwise, one of them would be whoever
Clear,
that
yes.
would be the clear.
Yes.
That's the clear there. There's Josh Allen with the number one pick. Give me the Buffalo Bills. This is it for him. He's got to do it.
That's your number one
pick.
contender?
Number one
Have
pick.
you seen them play defense?
Number one pick. Yes. I also seen Josh Allen and what he does with the football. And you can't scheme that. When that decides to run around and extend plays and God forbid, run down the field, you can't game plan against that. And if you do, you're taking somebody out of coverage, and I think that can get you beat, right? I think Josh Allen can beat you. Again, there's nobody here. None of his contemporaries are here. The teams who have put him out has been the Kansas City Chiefs. They aren't here. As long he beat Lamar Jackson
I'm worried
head-to-head
Trevor
in the playoffs.
Lawrence is going to take him out.
That is a much more complete team. This is going. That's my favorite matchup of the weekend.
Me too.
It's Bills versus Jags because the Jags are one of the best built teams in all of the
We
NFL.
might get to them.
And the Bills just have the best
quarterback
player in the playoffs remaining. So, but give me the Bills.
I was really hoping you would take one of two teams that I am waffling between, but instead you took the damn Bills.
Mm-hmm. I did.
All right, speaking of heroes' journeys, because now you've got me really stuck. Once upon a time, there was a man who saw ghosts, and now I think he sees
You're
a
not
path
taking this.
towards
Hold
a-
on. You're not taking this team.
I am.
No way.
I don't have them listed as one. This is a game time decision.
But you know I'm not taking them.
You're not?
Go ahead. Yeah, let's see where you're going. Because I think you're going someplace that I'm unaware of. Go ahead. I apologize.
A number one seed?
No, that's not where I thought you were going with this. Okay,
Give me the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay. All right. Good pick. Good pick. Good pick. Good selection.
Wow, good pick. The best regular season team. Woohoo! It doesn't feel great waffling between the Seahawks and the Rams with my number one pick. Can certainly argue that the Seahawks have the best defense in the NFL. They just need 2 wins to make it to the Super Bowl. They have home field advantage, and I do choose to believe that Sam Darnold does not see ghosts anymore. His teams are 28-6 over the last 2 seasons. The January jitters are behind him. I look forward to seeing him live up to the words that his teammates have explicitly said about him, and that is that they believe in him. He does the right quarterback things to carry this team. Just find Jackson Smith and Jigba. Don't mess it up. Don't turn the ball over. We did see him turn the ball over just a couple weeks ago. But that game against the 49ers to lock up the number 1 seed was very inspiring, and that Seahawks defense is so good. They are well coached. They have a great defense, and I believe Sam Darnold is at the point in his journey where he will simply not mess it up. Plus, it'd be very fun from a Kenneth Walker standpoint, from a local angle.
That's a good one. That's a good one up there. I said that Josh Allen was the best player in the playoffs. I heard some collective gasp out there. I heard somebody say,
Did
well,
you?
he's not even the best quarterback in the playoffs. Because one of these quarterbacks has thrown for 45 touchdowns and fewer than 10 interceptions on the season. That quarterback is Matthew Stafford. Something that's only happened 4 times. Brady did it once in 2007, and Aaron Rodgers did it twice in 2011 and 2020. That Rams offense is, I'm not sure how you stop all of that. And if Devontae is able to come back, then I'm really certain that there's no real answer for it. And then it becomes hey, can they get timely stops? And I think that defense is beyond good enough to get timely stops. Is it the Seahawks defense? No. Denver's defense? No. Texans? No. but it's still a good enough defense to get stops when it matters and when it counts. And with that offense constantly putting pressure on you, it becomes hey, can our quarterback go out there and do what Matthew Stafford is clearly capable of doing? And it's not many in the NFL in the playoffs this year who can. So give me the Rams there.
They have McVay.
Yeah.
Like when I was going to take them with my number one, I would take the best coach, the best quarterback, at least in the NFC, and I would take that over the fact that they have to win 3 games on the road to win a Super Bowl, and the defensive struggles. And they fired their special teams coach, and their special teams has been better since that abysmal showing against the Seahawks. I hate my draft already.
You're 1 pick in.
Yeah, I'm about to be 2.
Okay.
And this just shows
Would you rather
you
do
don't
snake?
feel good about anyone.
Would you rather do snake drafts from?
No, I like.
Okay.
We can talk about it. It's an option.
But if you had Rams and Seahawks, you'd feel better about your picks.
You just know how I have felt about this team all season, and maybe it's because I'm too close to it. But I will take the Denver Broncos.
Oh my goodness, number 2 defense NFL.
Sure, they had 11 wins by 8 or fewer points.
They win close games.
They are 14-3.
They win close games.
They play in Denver, Colorado. They play at altitude. They have home field advantage. They have a great home crowd. They have a great defense. They're young. There's some inexperience there, but they have that defense. They have a coach with championship experience in Sean Payton. They have a really solid offensive line. Can Bo Nix elevate them, not shrink in the moment, not commit critical turnovers? Can the playmakers around him be better than they were during the regular season? I do look at that potential if the Bills do get past the Jags in a potential divisional game between the Bills and the Broncos. And one of the best features of the Broncos defense is obviously Pat Surtain. What is his number one job? To lock up the best receiver on the other team. There's really no Bills receiver for him to make a difference in a game against. And so I think the Bills can exploit that Denver defense maybe in an effective way. But whatever, I like to choose to live in this pretend world where the Denver Broncos actually have a chance at winning the Super Bowl. And it's not a pretend world because they are the number 1 seed. And home field advantage matters.
It does. It does.
Sorry,
you got it.
It's like in Stranger Things when they like cough out the
But that's what happens when one of the tier 1 quarterbacks, or only one of the tier 1 quarterbacks, is in the playoffs. Now it is, okay, how good is your team now? Because now it feels wide the hell open. Patrick Mahomes isn't here. The Chiefs don't feel inevitable. I talked about it. Favorite game of the weekend. I took one of the teams. I'm taking the Jags as the other team. About 28 points per game. Top 10 in the NFL in scoring defense. They play really good defense. They're scoring the ball, and it's not one thing that you can pinpoint. It is them as a collective being good. I like the Jags. Now, do I feel confident that they're going to win the Super Bowl?
It's just the caveat on all these teams.
But I feel more confident that they do than the Panthers, than the 49ers, right? So like then the rest of the teams in the field, I can trust that a little bit more. Also, shout out D-Nell, man. Did that for you, buddy. Just for you.
Way to suck up to your boss.
Hey, you got to do it, Jessica. Rays season is coming up soon.
Braves.
Shoot,
we have those. Did you do your self-review?
Oh, I was joking. Is it really happening?
I think so. Chris started talking about his, and then I was like, I think ours might have been due yesterday.
Oh, no.
Fire up that pip. All right, you'll take the Jags. I will take the team on the best winning streak in the NFL right now. Give me the Houston Texans. Give me the Houston Texans and that defense.
Not where I thought you were going.
They've won
that
9
makes
in a
me
row.
sad.
They have a great defense. Number 1 overall defensively, 2nd in points allowed. I will never forget, as we embark on this postseason, watching Josh Allen get sacked 8 times in Week 12. Will Anderson and Daniel Hunter are monsters. And their offense hasn't been great, but C.J. Stroud does have experience. This team has experience. DeMeco Ryans has experience. They have reached the divisional round. They played the Chiefs hard last year. They get to start this thing off by facing Pittsburgh. I'm just saying, the Texans needed 23 points or fewer in half of their 12 wins this season. Their defense is that good. I like them as a sneaky pick for the Super Bowl.
I thought I could sneak and get them.
Too bad, so sad.
I probably wouldn't have taken Jacksonville
Too bad, so sad.
if I had it known. Give me the Patriots. Top 5 in the NFL scoring offense, top 5 in the NFL scoring defense. You've got a legitimate MVP candidate in Drake May. They run the ball extremely well. We talk about the balance of Jacksonville, how they're just a good team. The Patriots are that plus a better quarterback. Let me get the New England Patriots there.
Again, feels gross.
Where you going?
Give me the defending champs.
And watch them do it.
And watch them do it. Despite their offense being nothing short of perplexing all season. But I will take the Philadelphia Eagles. They have played in 2 of the last 3 Super Bowls. So, yay. Give me them. Watch them do it. Can they make a run? The talent is there.
They're the
last game they played their starters, though, they had 16 yards of offense and beat the Bills.
They're the only returning divisional champ to make it to the playoffs.
So give me them.
All right. Like the other
feels
8,
like they should.
The other 7 are all new division winners. So like they can do it.
Feels like they should.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Did I say the Steelers? Jacob's up there preempting me.
I love when Jacob makes your picks for you.
Why not? Let's run with it. Let's go. Why the hell not? I don't have a reason.
I can give you fair reasons.
I don't have a reason.
You don't have to do this.
Why the hell not? Let's go. Mike Tomlin never had a losing season. Come on now.
Austin,
Let's
Super
go.
Bowl
Not one, but 2 Memphis Tigers on the roster, contributing majorly to the roster. DK comes back after serving the suspension. Before DK left, now the start of the season wasn't great passing the football, but somewhere along there, they kind of figured out some things like, oh, we're going to turn the corner. We know how to use DK Metcalf a bit better now. We know what to do with Calvin Austin a bit now. And then that fan may or may not have said something racist. DK hits him with a push uppercut type thing. They suspend him for a couple of games. DK's going to come back. Aaron Rodgers is still out there. That is a quality offensive line. Are they great? No, but they're good enough to protect Aaron Rodgers enough to allow him to get the ball down the field to DK. And defensively, it's still a Steelers defense, one of the better defenses in the NFL. I'm telling you, watch out for Mike Tomlin.
I'm upset that you took them.
Why?
Because I needed you to take another team.
The other team
I could take.
The other team I was going to take was the Bears.
I want to take the Bears for one reason only.
Caleb?
The Pope.
And
Caleb.
It is a miracle that they've got their, plus 22 on the turnover margin?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a miracle. We don't see that often.
I'll take the Niners.
The banged up, injured, limping into the playoffs 49ers?
Yeah, I don't like it. I told my husband I want them to lose yesterday.
Why would you say that to that man?
End it.
But it's
because they don't have an actual chance.
So why are you taking them?
Because maybe Fred Warner could come back. Their offense is great. They've averaged 42 points in December. They're coached by one of the greats. He can dial something up. But then I did just watch Brock Purdy absolutely die at the hands of the Seahawks defense. And they would play in the divisional round. So first they have to get past the Eagles to begin with. Listen, I don't like it. I didn't say I liked it. But I don't like the Bears either. I don't like I can't take the Chargers. I can't do it. Can't do it.
Oh, come on now.
I can't do it.
Come on now.
I can't.
Come on.
I can't put that on Justin Herbert this year. It'd be fun. And God, will I ride that if it happens. But I can't. So I'll take the Niners. That's it.
Niners are, 4-13 without Trent Williams? Is he playing this week?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
All right.
And I think Warner's backup went down.
Yeah, so Warner's down in the backup. They got no linebacker. You and I could go out there and play linebacker. Do you want middle or outside?
I would prefer not to die. So neither.
Yeah, you got to fill those holes.
I don't need to.
Okay.
All right, we got to take a break. We're late. Busy Thursday.
Love busy Thursdays.
We'll come back. We'll do a little Theater Thursday. A Stranger Things finale, which it does count as a movie because the finale was over 2 hours long. There, I said it. It's a Theater Thursday movie. There was no additional finale. Drat. I did see how conspiracy theories work, though. It's a really perfect example. We'll get into Stranger Things. Also, I saw Marty Supreme. We'll do some movie news. Get out of here into the rest of our Thursday when we come back.
Oh, I didn't tell you. We didn't get a chance to talk. I watched the documentary about the crazy social media lady who was abusing
the heaviest metal credit card of all time. rumored to be one of only 18 in existence. Plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station. And wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
Nate Bargatze.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Big Dumb Eyes World Tour.
When you say something dumb one-on-one, it's a lot for that person. I'll say it, then I can just feel that they feel the weight of my life on their shoulders.
Tickets and info at NateBargatze.com. Don't miss the Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Nate Bargatze.
Grizzlies fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them IRL. And that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Grizzly stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside, Memphis.
How are you able to release and have an instrumental song become a huge deal?
And I forget who the disc jockey was, but he put the wrong side on. He put the Green Onions by mistake and played the B side instead of the A side.
No!
And that's when the change happened. These people started to call the station and say, play that song again.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
The only thing better than Saturday Night Hoops is when it comes with an exclusive Grizz hoodie. Every Saturday this season, $60 gets you a Grizzlies ticket and a limited edition Grizzlies hoodie. 4 different hoodie designs dropping across 4 Saturday games. Not sold anywhere else. Don't miss your shot to collect all 4 designs. Grab your tickets and gear up now at grizzlies.com/Saturday.
Same unstoppable Grizz grit. Tip off your fitness journey and turn up for the home team with a special offer from Planet Fitness. Grab tickets to any January Grizzlies home game and score an exclusive offer from Planet Fitness. Start 2026 strong by cheering on the Grizzlies and meeting your fitness goals. Don't wait. Lock in your seats and your special offer today at grizzlies.com/January. Offer valid for online ticket purchases only. Welcome back. A little Theater Thursday before we end this thing. The internet was wrong again. Stop me if you've heard that one before. The internet was wrong. I know. The internet, they get it wrong sometimes. And Stranger Things did not have a secret real finale that was going to come out yesterday. The conformity gate theory was wrong. Users claim that the theory crashed Netflix last night when everybody logged on at 8 p.m. Eastern time, because that's when they were convinced that this mythical episode would drop. It did not. There is no extra finale. It is over. Stranger Things, the end, kaput. It ended the way that it ended. Watching this whole thing take off over the last week or so, I totally get how QAnon happened. I totally get how these conspiracy theories happen, because people find tangible things, right, that they grasp onto, and it makes sense. And if you read enough and if you watch enough and you connect enough dots, you're like, you know what? Maybe there is a secret finale of Stranger Things that is coming out on January 7th at 8 p.m. Eastern time. But it didn't. It didn't. And we maybe should have known, because there was a 45-minute epilogue on the first finale that was 2 hours long.
That's how our minds work in a way where we're constantly seeking patterns. Because
Yes.
we're lazy.
Yes.
Right, and it's better to be lazy because that allows you to relax. So you find the pattern, and then you can adjust accordingly way quicker than if it just walks up on you all of a sudden. Where we are right now as a collective, in this particular instance, it's you're making patterns out of things that aren't there. And Gary says this from time to time, and it's true. Sometimes the truest explanation is the most logical explanation. Just think it all the way through. Don't big brain it. Don't open your third eye. Don't look for things that aren't there. Just and accept what the result is. It's not always going to be a result that you like. I understand you may have been disappointed by the Stranger Things finale. I understand that there are some things that you wish they would have done differently, and there's some little Easter eggs that you think you found for something to be done immediately. But give it some time. This thing isn't going away. You people love it so much. It's not going away.
Not going anywhere.
You'll get more.
The Duffy brothers have even said, they said the quiet part out loud. You're not supposed to say this part out loud. Maybe we'll do it 20 years from now when we need money.
Why wait 20 years? Get money now.
Get the money now.
They're doing a documentary.
I do think they are doing a documentary. I do think it's fair if you want to deep brain it, because there were enough things that got you to the point where you thought there might be a secret finale. You can wonder if your theory was right and that the point of the finale is to be interpreted of, am I seeing something as is, or am I seeing something that is actually an alternate ending that happened? You're just not getting another episode. I think that's a fair interpretation of the final episode.
Giver style.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. You're coming through with references.
Come on now. Your boy used to read books when he was in the 6th, 7th grade.
Oh,
Hero's
what a
Journey and The Giver.
time.
I'd since stopped doing that shit.
My book club is reading Emma.
Who's
right
Emma?
now, a Jane Austen book.
Okay.
It's been a long time since I've read something written in the 1800s.
Okay.
Hard. They talked differently back then. I'm tired. I'm trying to read. I'm reading the same page like 3 times. I've never felt dumber. I haven't read an Austen in a long time. It's good, but
okay.
Speaking
What's
of the
Emma
books,
about? Is Emma connected to what?
it's
Pride
what
and Prejudice?
Clueless.
Oh, okay. So Clueless is an adaptation of Emma.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't say loose adaptation.
Loosely.
It's a
like Lion
young
King
woman
is
who's
a
rich
loose...
and finds herself very like vapid, self-absorbed young woman who plays matchmaker.
Okay.
And is trying to make the matches of others, and then a match comes to her. But yes, very loosely based on.
Like Lion King, loosely based on Hamlet.
Correct.
Got you. I follow.
Yes, or like 10 Things I Hate About You, loosely based on. What was that? Much Ado About Nothing?
I think so.
I believe.
I think you are correct. All right.
Anyway, someone in chat said, who chose Emma for the book club? My friend Jalen. My friend Jalen chose Emma for the book club, okay?
Hey, Jalen, bus, here you go. Just right up underneath it. Just hurl her underneath the damn bus. Why don't you, Jessica? Damn.
We all enjoyed the pick when it came out. I just started it. I think I'll get back into, like, once you get used to reading in that style. I read it a long, long time ago. Gotcha. Once you get used to reading in that style, I've also been trying to reread Wuthering Heights, but I've given that up because I just want to go to the Emerald Fennell movie coming out Valentine's Day. Men, you take your woman to go see Wuthering Heights on Valentine's Day, and I promise you will have
Jessica Benson guarantee.
Jessica Benson guarantee. The way the girly group chats are talking about that preview is.
Who's in it?
Jacob Elordi.
Who's he?
He just played Frankenstein, but he was on Euphoria, but you haven't seen that. What would you have seen Jacob Elordi in? Jacob Elordi. Did you watch Saltburn?
Yes.
Hottie. Not the bathwater, like the other guy. The rich guy. The hottest guy in the movie.
Okay. Hold on. Let me I'm finding the picture. I'm looking at
You will know him when you see him. He's a beautiful man. And then it's Margot Robbie.
Okay.
But he's playing Heathcliff.
Okay. All right.
Okay. You go watch that preview. Because I saw the preview when I went and saw Marty Supreme. I saw the preview in theaters, the new preview of Wuthering Heights that came out.
How was Marty Supreme?
I loved it. I left that movie and I said, I hate men, but I love good movies about bad men. And that was my take on Marty Supreme. No, it was really, I wouldn't call it fun. It was anxiety-riddled, another safety movie that left me stressed as stress can be, made me want to play a little bit of ping pong. No, I'm not going to say I don't know. I do know it is not a movie for everyone, but I appreciate that they are marketing it in a way that anybody would want to go see it, and so maybe it gets some eyes that it wouldn't normally get. It's an art house movie disguised as a sports movie. It's an art house movie disguised as a movie for the people. Timothée Chalamet has done all of the marketing in the world. He obviously wants to win Best Actor. It's the story of a young man who is a shoe salesman who so desperately wants to be the greatest ping pong player in the world, and he needs money to do that so he can go to various competitions. And so basically the story just entails the hustle of how he navigates that world. But did you ever see Uncut Gems?
No.
I haven't felt that much stress in a movie since Uncut Gems, and it makes sense because it's by the same people.
Dolphins fired
Mike McDaniel.
You say that like they shouldn't have fired him around week 9 or 10.
I mean, the question is, does John Harbaugh go? We have to discuss something uncomfortable. It's really hard for me to say John Harbaugh. Like every time I go to say his name.
John Harbaugh.
John Harbaugh.
Can you say Jim Harbaugh?
John is especially hard. I think it's the on with the R, but it's always been that way. And I'll throw someone else under the bus. I blame my mother. I blame my mom. She can't say. She'll garble a goop it up.
Okay.
So it's genetic.
All right.
Anyway.
My dad
Harbaugh.
can't say W's and R's back to back, like words.
My dad threatened to send me to speech therapy. He didn't threaten. I just
Young
remember,
lady, you get your act together. You're going to speech therapy, damn it.
I just remember having a conversation when I was at a very, why can't I think of the word? Something formative age.
Okay, there you go.
God. Where I was really struggling with the RLs. So like girl, world.
Goyle?
I was very much goal.
Yeah.
World. And my dad said, you need to take your time with these words, or else maybe you would have to go and see someone who helps you with these words. And I was like, I can't do that. That sounds embarrassing. So I tried. But Harbaugh does situate itself.
Well, just say Harbaugh. So Harbaugh goes to Miami?
Harbaugh. Maybe.
What's up with Tua? Get him about too?
Yeah, he's out.
Okay.
Give him his hero's journey. Does he get hero's journey status?
No, he is.
Marty Supreme, great hero's journey. Okay. But like anti-hero.
I was gonna call Tua Banquo, just doesn't come back, doesn't do anything the rest of the play. But
I will say, I think you would like the. There's fun cameos in it.
Okay.
Tyler, the Creator, has a great role in it, which surprised me. And then like Tracy McGrady and Kemba Walker show up as Harlem Globetrotters. That's another hard word for me.
Harlem Globetrotters.
Harlem Globetrotters.
We all got our words, Jessica.
But that was fun. And like Fran Drescher has a small role in it. The nanny.
We're making our way through the nanny right now.
She plays the Timothy Chalamet's character's mom. And then Kevin O'Leary, I almost called him a Jack. Bad word.
Yeah.
That is what he is. Businessman, Shark Tank, Kevin O'Leary plays that kind of person on the show. And he's not the best actor, but he just gives that vibe so well. It works out. Like at this point, Safdie's movies have used these cameos. They had Kevin Garnett in Uncut Gems was the big one. So anyway, I recommend it. I think you should at least go see it. It is 3 hours, and there is one period where it's a little shorter than 3 hours, maybe like 2:45. There's one period where I found myself kind of tiring a bit and just thinking, God, this is a long movie. And then the last hour picks up and you are just sucked back in, and it is electric. So Marty Supreme, I enjoyed it. My first movie of 2026. Had a good time.
Okay.
What are you looking at?
I'm trying to find the sex appeal of old boy in the Wuthering Heights dude.
Oh my God.
Like I'm Jessica. I'm giving you a
CJ,
shot here.
I sent you a picture from
there's
Heated Rivalry.
there's top titty up there. All right.
There's a lot. The whole trailer is.
Okay.
You know what? Maybe men don't take your wife. Let them watch it in peace. Maybe that's the biggest gift that you can give her.
You need to go and pretend like you like it. Is that Margot Robbie?
I'm just saying you should go. Yes, it's Margot Robbie. You should go pretend that you like it. Otherwise, you risk losing your wife to Wuthering Heights. Okay, that's what you're risking this Valentine's Day.
There's a lot of Margot. This is a long ass preview. Okay, all right, there he is. We are rubbing grass on lips for some reason. All right, I'm beginning to see it.
It's a preview. It made me want to go see the movie. We're traveling on Valentine's Day. I was like, cancel the plans. Let's go watch Wuthering Heights. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful Thursday. We'll be back tomorrow. It'll be another Grizzlies game day. Grizzlies Thunder tomorrow at FedEx Forum. Ling Whitaker will join us. And we might have a very special guest tomorrow as well.
When he cuts his hair. He cuts the hair.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Okay, but that's...
Okay, that's my...
We'll talk about the transformation. That's part of the thing.
Oh, he's blowing smoke out of that pipe. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Jessica, you're right. I stand corrected.
Thank you.
You're right.